welcome to Hiit. The way today's session is going to work is that we have 2 blocks of 4 exercises and we're going to be working on a 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off basis. The only equipment that you're going to need today is some dumbbells or something similar just to be able to do some thrusters with in block 2. So find your weights, get yourself sorted, and I will see you at the warm-up. Okay, so before we get started, first things first, what we're going to do is get warmed up, get our bodies moving and ready to go for the workout. So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to come down onto one knee, other leg comes out wide and straight. From there, hands come down to the floor so your shoulders are over your hands, and we're just going into adductor rock back. So nice and slow, sink the bum back towards the heels, and then back forward so your shoulders are over your hands. Good. From there, you're going to take the same arm as the leg that's straight, and we're going to add in a rotation. So we're going to open up and then come through. So open right up and then through so your arm comes under. Good. So we're going to change sides, so back to the rock backs first. Anything like me, you'll get a few nice clunks coming through your hips. Good, so remember we're going to add in that rotation now, so open right up and then coming under. From there, we're going to come into a tabletop position. Pop the knees up off the floor, keep your back nice and straight. We're going to sink our bum back towards our heels and then step up towards the outside of your hand. So just rotating through, changing sides each time. So I want you to get as close to your hand as you can. So stepping to the outside. Yeah, one more. Nice. Alright, so coming up from there, we're going to go into the world's greatest stretch. How are we going to do that? We're going to come forward into a lunge, hand comes to the floor, and then open up. Okay? So then take it back, stepping forward, opposite hand to the floor, open right up. Yeah, let's go for one more. Nice. So from there we're going to start to spice it up a little bit. We are doing HIIT today, so we want to get our heart rate up a little before we start. So we're just going to go into high knees. So drive those knees nice and high, pump the arms. Good. So from there we're into star jumps. Yeah, let's go into butt kicks. Drive the arms again, pump the arms, fast feet. Okay, back to star jumps. Good, nice work guys. I hope you're nice and warm and ready to go. Let's see you at the workout. Let's do it. We have mountain climbers, so you're going to start in a high plank position and drive one knee up towards your chest at a time. If you want to slow it down a little bit, feel free just to step it instead of being so quick there with the knees. So we've got some skaters coming up next. So I want you to think like an explosive lateral lunge. You're going to drive across off of one leg, landing on the opposite foot. Make sure you stick that landing nice and solid and then drive back to the opposite side. If that's a little bit too much for you today, feel free to just go into some curtsy lunges instead. We've got commando, so we're going to be moving from a high plank position down to a low plank. So to do this, I want you to lock your core on nice and strong, keep your hips as still as possible, and we're going to be lowering one arm at a time from high plank down to our forearms in a low plank and then back up to a high plank position. We have some drop squats coming up now, so you're going to start with your feet just about shoulder width apart, jumping out to almost a sumo squat position, then sinking down nice and low into that squat. From there you're going to explode back up and land back at the starting position. Nice work, there's your time. We're up to mountain climbers round 2. So remember, starting in that high plank position, alternating, driving your knee up towards your chest. Round 2 for skaters coming up. So remember, we want to drive across off of one leg, stick that landing on the opposite side, then drive straight back across. Nice and powerful here. Nice work. So we're back to commandos for round 2. So remember, starting in that high plank position, abs are nice and strong, nice straight line from your head down through to your hips, slowly lowering down to our forearms and then back up to our hands. So make sure to keep those hips as still as you can. Okay, here we go for drop squats round 2. So remember, starting feet shoulder width apart, jumping out to that sumo squat position, then exploding back up to land back at our starting position. We have some thrusters coming your way here. So you are going to start with the weights at your ear height. You're going to come down into a small squat, and then using the momentum as you come back up from your squat, you're going to push the weights up and overhead. So I want to make sure that you're squeezing your abs nice and tight here as well, and using your glutes to come up from the squat. Nice work. So our next exercise is a jumping lunge. So you're going to start in a staggered stance position. So in that lunge position, jump up, change legs in the air and land with the opposite leg forward. If the jump's not quite there for you today, feel free just to go into reverse lunges. So we have push-ups up next. So what we want to do is set your hands up so that your shoulders aren't going to sneak up to your ears as you come down in the push-up. Either on your toes or down on your knees, whatever's available to you today is great for us. And just lower yourself down, squeeze to push yourself back up. So we are going into some prisoner get-ups now. You're going to place your hands on your head and lower down to your knees, one leg at a time, and then come back up nice and controlled, one side at a time. Thrusters round 2 here, so remember weights start at ear level, small squat down, keep that core nice and tight, and using the momentum to come up from your squat and press those weights up overhead. Well done. So it's time for jump lunges round 2. So remember, starting in that split stance position, jump up, change the legs in the air and land with the opposite leg forward. Again, if the jump is a little bit too much for you at the moment, just feel free to go into those reverse lunges. Time for push-ups round 2. So if you started on your toes last time but you're feeling a bit tired now, see how many you can get out on your toes before dropping down to your knees. Let's challenge yourself a little bit more today. Okay, we are back to prisoner get-ups here, so remember we're lowering down nice and controlled, one side at a time, to come back up one side at a time. So it's all about control here with these ones. And well done, that's your time. So grab yourself some water if you need to, and then we're going to get started with a bit of a cool down. So to start your warm down, we're just going to come onto our backs. We're going to hug your knees in towards your chest, hold for just a second or two, then slowly release back out to arm's length. So just in your own time, you're going to hug them in and then release back out to arm's length. From there, arms come out wide, knees stay together. We're going to lower our knees down to either side. So slowly rotating through, try and keep your shoulders both on the floor. From there, you're going to extend your right leg out straight and hug your left knee in towards your chest. If you want to add some circles in through your ankles there, feel free to do so. So straighten that left leg up and we're going to go into a hamstring stretch on that side. So right leg should still be out and flat on the floor, and we want to get that left leg as straight as we can. So a slight bend in that knee, and we're going to take that leg across our body. So the aim here is for the left shoulder to be on the floor and the left knee to get to the floor as well. Good, so we're going to go through that same sequence on the other side. So left leg out straight and hug that right knee in towards your chest. Remember, circles through the ankle if you would like to. And really pull that knee in as close as you can to your chest here. And straighten that leg up for a hamstring stretch. So we're reaching behind, grabbing the back of our thigh. Keep that leg as straight as possible with the left leg straight and flat on the floor. Good, now slight bend in that leg. We're going to come across the body, look out towards the right side. So again, aim is right knee to the floor and right shoulder on the floor. Good, so from there we're going to come up. We're going to come into a half kneeling position. Slight tilt in the pelvis. We're going to reach up and over with the same arm as the knee that's down to the floor. You should be getting a nice stretch through your hip flexor in this one. Good, so same thing on the other side. Remember, a slight tilt through the pelvis, reaching up and over, stretch right out through your hip flexor. Good, so from there we're going to come down into a child's pose sequence. So toes together, knees out wide. I want you to sink back towards your heels, hands come out in front, reach right out, get a nice long stretch through here. From there you're going to walk your hands across to the left. So you're going to get a stretch through the right side of your body. Good, and back through center and across to the right, stretch out through the left side here. Good, and that's it guys, we are all done. Nice work. That's it team, we are all done. Thanks so much for coming and we will see you at the next one.